I booked it last minute. Just needed quiet. Nothing special. The listing said, off-grid mountain retreat. 2 bedrooms, no internet, solar lights. Perfect. The host sent a short message. Drive slow past the second turn. People miss it. That was it. No gate. No check-in. The place was older than the pictures showed. Wood panels gray with rain. Porch tilted. But the air smelled like trees, not mold. Inside, clean. Sparse. No photos on the walls. No mirrors. The bedroom had 1 bed. And a radio. With a built-in cassette player. I remember thinking, who still has tapes? There was only one. In the drawer under the window. Black plastic. No label. Just masking tape across the front. It said, "Do not play after midnight." I laughed. Thought it was a joke. Probably some local ghost story thing. I didn't touch it. Not the first night. I cooked. Read. Listened to wind in the chimney. Slept okay. Second day, walked the trail out back. It curved down toward a dry stream. Then into pines. That's where I saw him. Not close. Not clear. Just a man. Standing still. On the trail bend. Facing away. I didn't call out. Didn't move. And after maybe 10 seconds, he stepped off the path. Into the trees. And was gone. No noise. No branches. No footprints. I thought maybe he was a neighbor. Didn't see him again. That night, I played the tape. Not at midnight. At 7. Before dinner. I pressed play. For 20 seconds, static. Then breathing. Then, my voice. My actual voice. It said, "You were supposed to leave yesterday." I froze. Tape still spinning. That was my voice. No doubt. Same rhythm. Same breath between words. Not a copy. Me. It said, "You were supposed to leave yesterday." Then a pause. More breathing. Then, check the cabinet above the fridge. I didn't move. I didn't even know there was a cabinet there. But I walked to the kitchen. Looked. There it was. Small. Painted the same as the wall. Hard to see. I opened it. Inside. A key. No label. And a photo. Printed. Matte. Like from an old inkjet. It showed the same house. Same porch. But different windows. And in the corner, barely visible, was someone standing. No face. Just shape. Watching. I put the photo down. Went back to the tape. It was still playing. My voice again. Soft. Closer somehow. "You'll see him tonight. Don't open the door." I hit stop. Ejected the cassette. Almost dropped it. I didn't sleep. Didn't turn lights off. Just sat in the kitchen. With the key. The photo. And a voice in my head. That hadn't said everything yet. I stayed in the kitchen. Didn't eat. Didn't blink much either. The photo sat on the table. Face down. But I kept glancing at it. The window behind me creaked. Maybe from wind. Maybe not. Sometime past 1. I saw movement. Not from inside. From the path. The one that curves behind the trees. Same shape. Same man. Just standing again. Only this time. He was facing me. I couldn't see the face. Just outline. But it was wrong. Like it wasn't flat. Like it bent wrong at the top. He stood there for minutes. Unmoving. Then slowly. Stepped out of sight. 10 seconds later. A knock. Front door. 3 knocks. Even. Heavy. I didn't move. The cassette player clicked. I hadn't touched it. No tape inside. Still. It clicked. And my voice came through. Low. Hoarse. A whisper barely strong enough to be heard. It said, "That's not the one that knocks." Then nothing. No click. No end. Just silence. I stayed frozen. Didn't go near the door. Eventually the knocking stopped. But I never heard footsteps. Or wind. Or anything leave. When I finally stood up. And looked through the peephole. There was a cassette. On the porch. Another one. Same tape. Different label. This one said, "Listen alone." I waited until sunrise. Then I played the tape. Alone. The label said to. I believed it. No rewind. No preview. Just play. My voice again. Calm. Flat. But not how I talk. Not anymore. It said. He doesn't know you're renting it. He thinks it's still his. Then quiet. Then. He was supposed to leave, too. I paused it. Breathed. Pressed play again. He's still waiting. Still walking the path. Still looking for whoever locked the door. There was a noise in the background. Not static. Something dragging. Not fast. Not far. Then. You'll hear it when he finds the back steps. Don't move when you hear it. I stopped the tape. Sat still. For almost an hour. Nothing happened. Then. 3 soft creaks. From behind the wall. Behind the fridge. I hadn't noticed. There was a narrow space back there. No window. No vent. Just. Wood. And cold. The cassette was still in the player. Paused. I hit eject. But it wouldn't come out. Not jammed. Just. Refused. Like something was still playing. But without sound. I backed away. But the lights flickered. Just once. Just enough. To throw a shadow across the floor. That didn't match anything in the room. I packed my bag. Didn't fold anything. Didn't check drawers. Didn't lock up. Just. Grabbed what I had. And went for the door. The knob turned. But the door didn't open. Not stuck. Not jammed. Just. No give. Like it was painted shut from the other side. I tried the back. Same thing. Windows. Bolted. Glass too thick to break with my hands. That's when I heard it. The tape. I hadn't touched it. It was still in the player. Now it was spinning. Click. 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 Then. My voice. Same tone. But behind me now. It said. Don't run. You're already inside. I turned. Too fast. Almost fell. No one there. But I felt it. That pressure. Like standing next to someone. Who won't make eye contact. I stepped back. Into the kitchen. And saw something small. On the floor. Another photo. Same porch. Same house. Same shadows. But this time, me. Standing in the doorway. Only, I hadn't taken that picture. No one had. And on the back, in shaky ink, "You let him in." I dropped it. Went to the fridge. Pulled the cabinet again. It was empty now. No key. No first photo. Just dust. The recorder clicked again. Louder. Almost sharp. And one last sentence. "If you want to leave, he has to." The recorder stopped. Just cut off. No rewind. No click. Just silence. I sat there for hours. Or minutes. Time had thinned. I kept looking at the photo. The one of me in the doorway. I didn't remember standing like that. Didn't own that jacket anymore. The porch looked cleaner. Newer. Like the photo was from before. Then I remembered something. The fridge had a magnet. Tiny one. Shaped like a bell. I pulled it off. And behind it, a slot. A tape. This one had no label. But it was warm. I didn't want to play it. But I did. At first, wind. Then static. Then, a door creaking. And my voice. "Hey, it's me. Just got here. Weird place. No signal. Front doors unlocked." I remembered saying that. But not into a recorder. I said it, when I arrived. Out loud. To no one. Then. On the tape. A knock. 3. Hard. Wood on wood. Same rhythm. Same sound from that night. But now. From my voice. "Hello? Anyone inside?" Then. Footsteps. And my voice, again. "I think he's still here." I paused the tape. But the knocking didn't stop. It kept going. Steady. But not from the porch. From behind the wall. Then from the stairs. Then from inside the bedroom. I ran. Not to the door. To the mirror. There wasn't one. Anywhere. Not in the whole house. But in the window. Just for a second. I saw. Me. Standing. Outside. Knocking. Waiting. I stopped looking out the window. Didn't matter anymore. Outside or inside. I was both. Or neither. I sat by the door. Back to the wood. The handle cold against my shoulder. And under me. Under the floorboards. I felt it. A hollow sound. Something below. I pulled the rug. Scraped at the edge. Lifted one board. A space. Too small for a basement. Too square to be natural. Inside, one thing. A cassette. Wrapped in cloth. Gray. Dusty. I unwrapped it. No label. No case. I didn't bring it to the player. I just held it. And the house got quiet. So quiet. I heard the wire buzz. Inside the doorbell. Then. It rang. Once. No one outside. No one coming. Just the tape. In my hand. I put it in the player. Pressed play. Nothing. No static. No voice. Just. The sound of breathing. Then. My voice. Barely louder than wind. "You stayed." That was it. No goodbye. No click. I opened the door again. Still wouldn't move. Same as before. But now I didn't try hard. I just stood in the center of the house and listened to nothing and to everything it had remembered. I found a pen. Old. Dry at first. But it worked. Wrote 4 words. On a scrap of the old photo. The one with me in the doorway. Please knock before entering. I taped it to the front door. From the inside. Pressed it flat. Smoothed the corners. Then I walked to the kitchen. Pulled the last empty cassette. From the bottom drawer. No label. Not yet. I placed it in the recorder. Clicked record. Sat for a long time. Then spoke. If you're hearing this, you've probably seen him. Or heard the bell. My advice? Don't open the door. Not right away. Pause. Short breath. He wants someone inside. But he never asks. Longer pause. I didn't leave. Not because I couldn't. Because eventually, you stop wanting to. I think the house remembers voices. And once it learns yours, it keeps it. I leaned in. Said one last thing. Don't knock unless you mean to stay. I stopped the recording. Labeled it. Same way as the first. Do not play after midnight. Then I set it gently. Back in the drawer. Under the window. Sat in the chair. Faced the door. Waited. And at some point, I must have fallen asleep. Because when I opened my eyes, the bell was ringing. Soft. Warm. Not outside. Not inside. Just everywhere. And I knew someone had come.